Hello, I'm Steve Folland, and here's another Weird Week from Newslite TV. This week, Mona, Phona, a bear? I swear I'm not a stoner. Everyone's always wondered what the Mona Lisa was smiling about. So enigmatic that she is. Well, now it seems maybe it was the fact that her favourite football team had won, and the fact that there was a 3 for 2 offer on men's toiletries at the supermarket along with super strength lager. Yeah, because the Mona Lisa could have been a bloke. This is none other than Italian art historians who you'd think, wouldn't muck about here. They claim the Mona Lisa may well have been an apprentice and indeed lover of Leonardo da Vinci. The chap in question is Giangiacomo Capro. Of course that's how you say it. Yeah, he was an apprentice to Leonardo da Vinci and appears as a model in several other of da Vinci's works. And if you apparently look at the nose and the mouth similarities between those paintings, which are blokes, and this female painting, they reckon it is the same person. So the Mona Lisa is a bloke. It's all in the nose and the mouth. And for that matter, if you look very closely, she seems to have a 5 o'clock shadow. Look, can we not do ancient art stories again? I don't sound very knowledgeable. Making me do Italian names. Does it look like I have genius tattooed on my forehead? No, but this bloke does. Yeah, this is the police mugshot of Jerome Smith. Emphasis on the word mug, I think. Let's spell it out for you. I know, how did they recognise him? From the descriptions people might have given him. Let's spell it out for you. If you're going to be a criminal, you need to blend into the crowd. Doesn't take a genius to work that one out. Sorry, that's should be spelled. There you go, Jerome. Sometimes putting your child on the naughty step just isn't enough. You have to show tough love. Throw them in at the deep end with a polar bear. This is over in a Canadian holiday resort where children are encouraged to swim with the world's largest land predator. And if the water's too cold, just grin and bear it. I'm told, by the way, before you get all... there is actually a 2-inch plexiglass shatterproof screen between the children and the polar bear. Although, frankly, because I wasn't much of a swimmer when I was a lad, I kind of think that if you took the glass away, they would learn to swim a lot quicker, a lot faster. I'm just saying. In fact, dress them up as a seal. Now, this is intriguing, gents. Be careful with your wandering eyes, because it appears that ogling women can deter said woman from her mathematics. Yeah, University of Nebraska researchers have found that when a woman is under an objectifying gaze, I think that was their term, they suffer in their mathematic ability. They can't do maths as well. It was a group of men trained to, get this, visually scan women's bodies and then to stare at their chests. Sorry, which men did they use that they had to be trained in visually scanning women's bodies and staring at their chests? They had to be trained. Well, first of all, can I join that course? But where did they find men that couldn't do it naturally anyway? Besides the point. So they find that if the men stared at the women and then the women did a maths test, they didn't do so well, whereas women who weren't stared at by the men, yada yada. And yet when they turned the roles around and the women stared at the men and then the men did the maths test, made no difference whatsoever. Although the men were really only interested in getting one number right, and that was the number the woman had just been staring at. Back in the 1980s, mobile phones were the size of bricks. But now, here we are, they're beautifully crafted. Yes, they're technologically creative nowadays, but they're also almost works of art, aren't they? They're beautiful, the iPhone. Oh. Now for $12.99 you can do this to your iPhone. Yeah, regress it by 30 years. Not entirely sure why you'd want to do this, but on the plus side, at least you're less likely to lose it. But let's finish with a horse that goes to the pub. what else? This is a 9-year-old Welsh cob stallion called Basil, who's become a regular at the Maynell Ingram Arms in Staffordshire. He walks right in, up to the bar, and occasionally likes to enjoy a pint of Marsden's pedigree, very nice it is too, in his own glass. He has his own glass. Actually, I'm glad he has his own glass. I wouldn't want to one day find myself... It's kind of a bit hayy, this glass, Phil. It's a bit... doesn't like nuts or crisps, prefers vegetables with his pint. But yeah, how did this come about? Well, Basil would accompany his owners to the pub frequently. They were regulars there for years, but a couple of years ago started putting his hoof around saying, "Can I come in?" Probably, maybe a bit lower. "Can I come in?" Anyway, they said, "Yeah, go on then." So he opened the door and walked straight up to the bar. And the barman, of course, said, "Why the long face?" Oh, come on, you didn't expect me not to do that, did you? That's your lot. Get more weird news across the week at newslite.tv. I've been Steve Full, and that was your Weird Week.